Huh. Alrighty, guys. We're live. Oh, man, what a day. What a day. Sorry, I've had people in and out because my air conditioner just died. So it is very hot in here. I've got my windows open and stuff, and they're not going to be able to do the repair until tomorrow. But we had people in, giving estimates and stuff, and they're drawing it up. I don't even know how much it's going to cost. But it's hot. It is very, very hot because we are upstairs. And, yeah, that's where all the hot air likes to go. Oh, man, it's been a hot, miserable day. I went and I got myself a Coca-Cola because I am cooling off for sure. Jeez, what a day. Oh, not too bad other than my air conditioner going out. Oh, man, did we ever get, today on the show here? Cool. Okay, we're not that far behind Candace here. I wanted to get on an hour and a half ago. And then, of course, bam, hot air. I come back upstairs. I'm like, why is it so hot up here? Looking at the air conditioner, just running. It's like 79. And I'm like, great. My downstairs air conditioner does good. And it was built in 2001. I still have the original AC in this house. Oh, man. It's crazy. Your AC died last week? And no, it's all good. It happens. I've been checking on this air conditioner often. I opened up the closet up here for the downstairs air conditioner. I've never been able to check the upstairs because it's in this tiny spaced attic I can barely fit in. So yeah, the repair guys are gonna have a lot of fun with that. But oh man, yeah, it's. I just hope it does not. Like, I really hope it does not cost an arm and a leg for this. Such a bummer. Oh, but it is what it is. We'll see what happens. It's 100 degrees where you're at. Holy cow, Savs. Yeah, it's 85 here. It's not that hot yet. We've been lucky. Normally we get to the 100-degree weather right about now. At least last year we did. This year? Yeah. Oh, does it get hot in Oklahoma? Yeah. In summertime, the average temperature is 105. And it's humid. This ain't your desert 105. Desert heat's dry. So it doesn't feel that bad, but it'll kill you quick. In Oklahoma, we have humidity, and it's 105. Sometimes the heat index will jump up to about 115, 120. And it is brutal when it gets that hot. And you can feel every bit of it. It's just nothing but miserable. And the bad thing about it is because it's so humid, water collects up on your arms and stuff. It's not sweat. And because of that, you can't sweat because it's already there. So you just end up having a major heat stroke, and it's not good. With at least in Arizona and California and places like that, when it gets up to those heats, it can feel pretty bad, but it's like, it could still, a good wind will just make you feel great. And then people think, oh, I'm feeling good. And then all of a sudden they pass out without realizing it. So it's, it's the silent killer. And it's still just as dangerous. You just don't feel it as much. But in Oklahoma, it's like Florida heat. You know what I mean? Same thing, really. All that heat from the Gulf. Texas people know what I'm talking about. Louisiana people definitely know what I'm talking about. It's probably worse in Louisiana than almost any other state, to be honest. They get that nasty heat all up there. But yeah, it is what it is, guys. Don't worry, we'll figure it out. Man, just sucks. It sucks. As soon as we start getting ahead on bills, AC. It's like, of course,
Now, if you answer.
All right, let's get into Candace Owens here. I'm not able to stream for too long, guys. But tomorrow we're doing a super duper long stream where we're gonna watch the full Nick Fuentes, Steven Crowder debate and a Candace Owens video. So how does that sound, guys? That sound pretty good? Man, I had 123 people in here, and all of a sudden it dropped right down to 69. What happened? Is that YouTube being weird? Probably bumps right back up. YouTube does that stuff. My gosh. How long was she, dang. She was just as late as me, at least. That's crazy. Okay, good enough there. Let's see what Candace has to say today, guys. We'll jump right in. Oh, yeah, 142 people in here. Yeah, just YouTube being weird. So sorry. I'm so sorry I'm late, guys. I really am. I did not expect this.
All right, you guys, happy Wednesday. Sorry we're running a few minutes late. We were doing a lot of fact checking, and I think it will be well worth the wait
Really? You doing fact checking? I don't believe that.
because about that White House Correspondents' Dinner. I gotta tell you guys, a very curious thing happened afterward.
I'm just letting you guys know I'm gonna be very mean to Candace because I'm hot and I'm angry. If she doesn't actually provide video that she promised about the White House Correspondents' Dinner, if this is just another tip that she's received, I'm gonna probably lose it on her because I'm gonna get irritated. I mean, there's just no excuse for it at this point in time.
I've learned that the White House attempted to rescind an email that went out shortly after the shooting. And it was a communications email, which may go a long way in terms of explaining how that Erica Kirk moment went so viral. And on that note, I also learned an interesting thing about Justin Strife, the COO. He became the COO
Post
7 days
the email
before Charlie died of Turning Point USA. And
no, why would she?
I've told you guys he's the person who allegedly phoned the mysterious Pierre on that day. Well, not only did he make that rather suspicious phone call, but he also called someone else with an approval from Erica herself. I will just say, when you learn who else he called, you're just going to probably feel like I feel. These people had some curious priorities that day, which seemed to center around making money. I'll say that. And across the pond over in France, Brigitte, I miss Brigitte. Brigitte and Emmanuel Macron have spun out a new explanation regarding that slap heard around the world. And I would say it's not that believable. Welcome back to Candace.
No. Oh, okay. Nope. Not that believable, huh? She didn't really smack him that hard. I'm gonna turn this fan on real quick over
Oh,
here.
well, my friends. Seek and you shall find. You shall find fakeness and you shall find gayness everywhere. We are all living the Truman Show. So I'll just jump right to it. Apparently, the White House Military Office sent out communications shortly after our alleged shooting, right? I feel like Austin Powers, the shooting, the one that took place at the...
You have no proof whatsoever, and I guarantee you don't know if this is a shooting or not. You're sitting there doing this. How about you actually tell us first to prove it, and then you can do that.
The press correspondence dinner, which then everyone started speaking about how we needed a ballroom. And I will say right off the bat, of course, it's not exactly weird that they would want to coordinate messaging, right? Just to be clear, because if indeed the commander-in-chief's life was truly at risk, the president, as well as the number two, the Veep, also in the room, he gets taken out. If they're both potentially in the line of fire, then yes, it would absolutely be appropriate for our military to be coordinating messaging with the nation, to the nation, about their safety. Everyone's okay. It's everybody, this has been resolved. But something else happened. So to jog your memory, the shooting took place at 8:36 p.m. Eastern, okay?
Yep.
That's when the Secret Service began firing at one another. So we've since learned.
Yeah, you didn't learn that because there's a clear bullet hole in the wall in the footage. As soon as he walks in and pops one off, there is a hole in the wall that's very visible.
Then at 9:25 p.m., so a little under an hour later, Sarah Seidner, you'll recall, of CNN, she became the first person on social media to upload the now infamous I Want to Go Home video of Erica Kirk.
Okay.
And we can show you that that's when she uploaded it. There is a tool where you can look at the metadata of Instagram posts. She posted.
Yeah, no, there's no tool where you can look at the metadata. There is a tool that can try and gather some metadata if it's there and it's publicly shared. But that doesn't mean that it's actually the metadata. Sometimes it gets it wrong. Those tools are just as good as like Social Blade and stuff like that. They're usually pretty inaccurate. And Candace is one of the first ones to tell you that Social Blade's inaccurate because anytime Social Blade is posted about her, or like anytime Social Blade posts anything about her, she's pretty quick to refute it and be like, nope, not true. I didn't make this much, and this is crazy. It's way off, stuff like that. So it's like, oh, okay. So your tool's good, but our tool's bad. Okay, gotcha.
Posted it onto Instagram. Here it is. In the corner there, it will tell you.
Okay. April 26, 2026 at, let's see. What is 125.05? That would literally read out like, what would that even be? That'd be 1 a.m., 1:25 a.m., I guess. That doesn't make any sense. If that was even the right time at all. I don't think she's reading that right. That's just code. Like, here's a date, but T012505. What's she going to say?
That she posted it at 1:25, and you are looking at Universal Time, okay? So
Universal Time? That is there. Oh, my God. Universal Time. Okay. What is this? Okay, so this isn't a tool? What is she, dumb? Really? This is what happens when you hit F11 on your keyboard. This is just the inspect page. And this could be, wait a minute. Hold on. Style, baseline, height, time class, date time, title, equals 0. Yeah, so there's no title on this? Okay, that's interesting. HTML, This doesn't tell us whether it's the actual video. It could be a comment. This could be an inspection for a comment or something. This isn't literally the upload. What is this? This is just the elements on the page. This is literally what you see when you hit F11. I'll show you. Let's see. How would I do this on here? Okay. Okay, so I think I'd have to do this and that. Hold on. No. Let's, that's not right. Okay, fine. I'll just go to inspect. Can I do it on this? Inspect. Here you go. This is what it is. It's not a tool. This just shows you exactly what's on the page specifically. You see what I'm saying, guys? So while you're looking through all this stuff down here on your page, it's not telling you when it was uploaded. It's telling you exactly what you're seeing on your page at this exact very moment. You know what I'm saying? So I could come in here and find like a date. And let me go ahead and inspect here for date. Okay? And while I go through date on this, let's see, 1 of 38. Where will it highlight date? Say in here. Oh, that's why. Okay, where's the date at? Oh, this is the one line of text that actually goes this far over? Of course. Okay, let's find a different date. Can anything pop up, though? Like, it's all the way here at the top. Fixed, top, flex, so. My gosh, I wish it would actually work right and show me where it says date. Date range, okay. I'm sure I'll be able to find some. Update. Oh, I see. Not that. Okay. Date. I'm sure I can find a good example here. But finding the word date is really hard. Okay, can I inspect from up here? No, of course I can't. Okay. Time. For... No, 5:13. So we'll do 5:13, 26, 0. Okay, so it doesn't format it like that. Date. We'll see. You guys will see what I'm saying here in a second. Oh my gosh, I got a super from Mex Chica. Sorry about your AC. Thank you for hanging out with us to watch. All scammed us despite the AC issues. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much. But yeah, Candace Owens is full of crap here. This is the inspect page. Like, everybody knows this. Everybody who's a 90s kid knows how to do this. Just letting you know. Like, you guys know this. Okay, let's do data. That doesn't work. I just wish you update. Dang it. Erica did not go home. Date this. Date that. Yeah, oh, wait. It said Erica did not go home. That's interesting. That was her last video. So am I going to sit, let's... Hold on. I got to find that again. Update. Erica did not go home. Look at this. So could I just sit here and say, source confirms AI voice tactics. Oh, can I just go ahead and assume that, you know, her video actually isn't properly named right? Or that this is on her video of episode 336 instead of it being episode 338 right here? Uh-oh, there's a scam. Do you see how, like, inspection doesn't exactly show you everything here? I could probably find out exactly when this was uploaded to, or, like, quote-unquote, make anything look like it was uploaded at a certain date. Let's see. Span class. What is she looking at? Time equals class. Yeah. Like, look at this. Class equals this. Okay, here we go. These kind of look like this. Yeah, this. Uh-oh. What's this? This video was uploaded 2 years ago? Oh, wow, Candace. You pre-recorded this video 2 years ago? Oh, my goodness. That's crazy. Look at this. Ultimate Mortal Kombat Ninja tier list, too. Wow, that's crazy. Wow, look at that. Now, this is obviously inspecting stuff all from my entire browser and stuff that I got put up here. More Pegasus. I don't even... Hassan got effing destroyed. Oh, this is showing what's on the YouTube title screen. You know what I mean? So while she's sitting here looking at all this stuff right here, you know what I mean? This does not tell you anything. And I have the exact same thing pulled up. It's just F11 on your keyboard. So she has absolutely lied about using a tool to show anything about any... this is ridiculous. Like, I'm going to definitely... Hold on. Oh, that was loud. Sorry, guys. Owens lying. Right side of image. This is ridiculous. Candace should be ashamed of herself for even doing this. Let me go ahead and I'll hide this now. Absolutely ridiculous, right, guys? All she did was just go to hit inspect. That's it. You right click down here and you click. Oh, wait. Let me show you on this side. You right click over here. You hit inspect. Oh, look at that. I'm using the same tool Candace Owens is using. That's so crazy.
And universal time, that is 9:25 p.m. Eastern time. Okay? What happened next at approximately 9:49 p.m., so less than 20 minutes later after that video went out, the White House military office sent out an updated communication. Oddly, within that communication, they describe an amendment to the Erica Kirk video clip, okay? The traction of which they were monitoring. Now, I can get behind the military office wanting to communicate. Don't quite understand why this moment would be something that they were monitoring and then sending out language about how they wanted this to be the focus of the evening. That point seems to me to be a bit odd. So I will say right here, the reason why we were running late is because I do not particularly like playing Trust Me, Bro. When it comes to the show, I like to show you the evidence, and we...
When have you ever shown us the evidence, Candace? Can you... Like, you have never shown evidence. I have been begging you for 8 months to please show us a piece of the evidence. Are we finally going to get something here?
Do have the email. We have the email chain. But I am going to have to spend some of my earned credit with you guys and not show you a copy of this email exactly because...
I swear to God, she is so full of crap. Are you kidding me? Well, now I'm going to have to burn some of my credits with you. Lady, you've been doing this for 8 months, burning credits with us. What are you talking about? Are you kidding me? I didn't think she was going to say that. Being real with you guys, I did not think she was actually going to back. I'm going to have to cash in this time. This is so unbelievable. I am very frustrated right now, and I'm fixing to rip my hair out because of how hot it is up here.
We were very quickly able to determine that the Department of Defense is using what is known as a canary tactic to root out would-be leakers, right? So I think I've told you about this, is shortly after Charlie's assassination, they similarly implemented this at Turning Point USA. What this means is that the IT departments are able to implement a strategy so that when they send out emails to everyone, just going to send out a mass email, they are able to issue these slight variations to everyone's email. So the word might be different, the time might be different, barely noticeable watermarks throughout the email, intentional typos. They can use AI programs that will do this so that every email that goes out is slightly differentiated, and it helps them identify immediately the source of a leak. Smart for our military to be using that, but obviously we sat here and we're like, we can't share this publicly because they will be able to determine exactly who sent around this email, and people could lose their jobs. But to prove to you that I am not lying, I can give you a few of the names of the people that were copied on this email. Stephen Chung was copied on the email. Ryan.
Sorry guys, I just had to ban a guy who was sweeping for Kino Casino, and they're like, mass reporting of and mass false flagging of channels. Guys sweeping for him. I don't like that. Don't come in here and sweep for people that false flag.
Ian Rippian was copied on the email, and a gentleman named Gustav Anderley was copied on the email. I actually do, while I'm here, want to remember the title of Gustav Anderley, because these are people that I wouldn't even know. He is the White House Communications Agency, and it looks like it just says he's the Information Systems Manager at the.
Hey, Edie, did you see Candace's her newest technique that she found, her new tool to show when things are uploaded? It's pretty funny. Thank you for being here, by the way.
The White House Communications Agency in Arlington, Virginia. So these people all have access to the email. Feel free to not trust me, bro, and to go ask the press if I'm telling the truth. You can just do that. That's easy. Anyway, I'm not going to
ask anybody if you're telling the truth, Candace. I don't care. I want you to prove for once in your life, just one time in your life, Candace. That's all I'm asking for. Please, Candace, actually back your claim for once. Show proof. It's been 8 months, and you're going to sit here and be like, look, I don't like to not show proof on my channel, so this time I'm just going to have to ask you all to trust me, bro. I don't like to trust me, bro, but I can't show you the full email. And it's like, oh, that's so convenient, because you also can't show us the text messages that Charlie apparently sent saying that he was going to be ended 24 hours before he was ended. You also can't show us any proof of, that you've talked to donors or anything like that. You can't show us any proof of TPUSA betraying Charlie. You can't show us proof that they were money laundering. You can't show us proof that Egyptian flight logs were, correct, even though you promised you were going to do that back in December. You can't show us any proof that, what else is there, actually? What else has she made? You can't prove that Mitch Snow was ever at Fort Huachuca. It's kind of crazy how that works. You can't ever prove that, who else? There's so much evidence I got to keep in my head that she's claimed that so much evidence she claims she has, anyway, that she doesn't show. It is so difficult. Holy cow, 400 people in here. Thank y'all so much for being here, guys. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, please do. Thank you so much. And that like button. That's really all I ask for. You guys are amazing. But for real, guys, I really wish that Candace Owens would just show a smidgen of proof. Just a little bit.
I'm going to read you the relevant portion of this email pertaining to Erica Kirk. Fascinating. Remember, everyone was gaslighting us and saying that this was totally just organic. And no, they weren't asking people to boost this clip for any particular reason. It reads, amendment to the Erica Kirk video clip, the video clip of...
Wait, for real? What's this about? Hold on. Nothing here. Raven Grace posted. Let's see. After Candace threw out the accusations of TPUSA using... Oh, wait, that's pinned. I can't watch Candace. Sorry, guys. Apparently her feed went down. Off to play Yahtzee with the kids. I'll report tomorrow. Oh. Well, I guess we'll see what happens here. This will be an interesting... Maybe that's why this isn't very long. What am I like? I'm only 27 minutes behind her stream, and she'd been streaming for an hour. Interesting. Yeah, Israel got her. That's so funny. That's great. Hey, LD, I got a wife, buddy. What are you talking about? I don't care. I don't care what Erica Kirk thinks at all, dude. I'm literally asking Candace Owens to just give me proof. That's what I care about. Do you got a problem with that, man? Genuinely curious. LD. Nice name, buddy. Yeah. Do you think it's a problem for me to ask for proof? Am I not allowed to ask questions? I guess.
Of Erica Kirk leaving the ballroom area and stating, quote, "I just want to go home," is driving our highest organic engagement of all incident-related content across platforms. The current assessment of that digital item is that it has generated the strongest emotional response. It is our strongest emotional response asset associated with the incident. It has high cross-ideological circulation. So whether you're on the left or the right, wherever you stand, we're seeing this clip. That's good for us. It has...
Oh, okay, hold on. Rustic just came up with a great question. Gibson or Fender? What if I tell you neither? Hold on. How about Ernie Ball? Ernie Ball Music Man. That's the guy I am right here. Look at that. Purple to green. Although when I do it green, it's because of my green screen. It goes transparent. See, you can see your laptop. But I assure you it's a gorgeous green. But the purple, get it about that light. Oh, man. It's like his Aurora Borealis color. Ooh, 420 people in here. Wow. You guys are amazing. I'll play that for you a little bit later on. That's guitars, right? Correct. Yeah. No, I'm an Ernie Ball guy. I love Ernie Ball. Okay, 450 people in here. What is going on today? Good Lord, you guys are nuts. Thank you all so much for being here. Wow, you guys are so kind.
It's elevated repost velocity amongst political commentary accounts, increasing the use as a symbolic framing device regarding media conduct and national stability narratives. Our recommendation forward is that all communication channels should amplify this clip further, coordinate with digital partners and our approved surrogates to elevate the reach and ensure dominant placement in the overnight information environment. The most viral engagement, presently centered around the attendee reaction clip, now is circulating across all platforms broadly. Wow. They want that to be #1 amplified overnight in the information environment at our military office. I don't know. I just feel like this would not be the #1 priority of these individuals in an environment where you don't have any answers. Again, I'm telling you, this is 9:49.
Okay, but what is this even supposed to show, Candace? Like, this is actually a bunch of nothing, and it's unbelievably boring. Like, is this going to be something that proves that the Correspondents' Dinner shooting didn't happen? Like, what even is this?
PM. This is a little over an hour after the shooting took place. Very little answers. Very few things were known about who is this guy? Has he been arrested? Is there a further threat? Are there more shooters? No, this is giving us a good emotional response.
An hour in, we found out who it was, that he was on the ground, that he was arrested, that there were no other people around, that everybody was safe. So why do you keep trying to gaslight us into what happened that night? It was within, like, literally, I was streaming at the time. I think we found out within the first, 15, 20 minutes that everything was fine. You know what I mean? I'm so confused as to what she thinks she's blowing the lid on.
And we need to now reach out to our surrogates, approved surrogates, and get this amplified and circulated across all platforms we want to see. But by tomorrow morning, this is number one. It's incredible. That is absolutely incredible.
So why can't you turn that piece of paper around again and show us, though? I'm really curious. Like, you have it right there, and you're not allowed to show us why. Did she even give us a reason why? You know what I mean? She didn't even give us a reason why she couldn't show that email. She's just like, you're just going to have to trust me, bro. I can't turn this email around. You can't see it. Why? Is it because we know that it's just going to be a Word document and it's not actually going to be an email at all that she's reading off of a piece of paper? Is that why? I have a feeling that there's not really an email on that page at all. If I had to guess. You know what I mean? Yeah, let's just see what goes on here, guys. But if you guys haven't hit that subscribe button or that like button, please do. Thank you all so much for being here.
Now, as we know, like this would be number one. It was something that we all said, that's kind of weird. Why is this the focus point? Who recorded this video? Who's passing around? I told you, I am told that this was not a video recorded by Sarah Seidner, and that instead it was distributed to Sarah Seidner.
Do you have any evidence of that whatsoever? How do you even know that?
And that they had operatives record that moment. Does that make any sense to you guys?
No, it doesn't make any sense because you haven't even shown proof of that. Why would it make sense?
Now, in case you are thinking, well, it's possible.
No, believe me, there's no in case if I'm thinking. I'm genuinely thinking here, Candace. Good Lord.
That this just keeps happening to Erica Kirk, right? She's just being used. She just wants to go home. This terrible thing has happened. And these snakes are guarded at the White House.
Let me get this straight. You came out and said that this is happening, that this is the way things are going down without showing any proof whatsoever. And then you're like, why does this keep happening to Erica Kirk, this thing that I made up that actually I have not proven to the public whatsoever that is actually going on? Why does this thing keep happening to Erica Kirk that I also cannot prove to anybody is happening to Erica Kirk? That's a great question, Candace. I would like the answer to that.
They're just using her against her will. I would like to strongly caution you, particularly you, Blakey Neff. What are we?
This is another person's theory. So literally, I had said this. I wonder if Candace watches my videos. I think Candace Owens watches my videos because I've seen nobody else mention this. As far as I know, I'm the only one who has mentioned maybe Erica Kirk is going against Erica Kirk's will. You know what I mean? Maybe they're forcing her into this situation. Maybe they're threatening her kids because, hey, we just took out your husband. We'll take out your kids, you and your kids too, if you don't capitulate. And now Candace is like, oh, get that out of your mind. Don't worry about that theory. Why? You don't know what's actually happening behind the scenes, so why?
41 days in. I'd caution you against making that argument.
Why?
Because I'm working on a background lead, and it just won't be good for you. So
this lady's actually off her gourd. She's completely insane.
Just shh, be quiet, okay? Probably will have that for you tomorrow. Anyway, what happens next?
I swear, I think Candace is watching my streams. This is eerie.
Now, if you're thinking, okay, well, maybe that's normal, is that the White House completely panics because too many people were on this email. Okay, they just made a bit of a blunder. I guess you could say the White House military office panicked, and they attempted to rescind the email. This is also a plausibility. You can get your IT person, if you make a mistake and send to the wrong person, they can reach in and literally take the email out of everyone's inbox.
No, it is an email feature that is part of most emails these days. You have up to 5 minutes to unsend an email. You can do that with Proton Mail. You can do that with Yahoo Mail. You can do that with Outlook. You can do that with Gmail. Those are all basic functions now. You can also do it with text on like iPhone and stuff too. Android, I don't think has it. I think it has it on Samsung messaging, but the regular Android messaging is disappearing now, which sucks, but you can't do it on that messaging, and I doubt they'll ever update it because literally, I think next month, all my messages that I have, literally, I have like messages on my phone from like 12 years ago, and they're just going to go bye-bye. And I guess, whatever, you know. I never look back through them, but I just never delete them.
But for some reason, that did not work, or it worked too late. I don't know what the issue is. But it did not resolve the issue. They then panicked even further, I am told, and sent out multiple emails instructing the people that were on that email that they absolutely had to delete it. Okay, it was an order. You have to delete this.
Show proof.
No questions asked.
Show proof.
There'll be conversations about this. We need to make sure that you have this deleted.
Show proof.
And then they brought in more IT to get involved to deal with this blunder. Now, there are other parts of this email I've read. There is nothing else here that would stand out as needing to become a White House internal emergency to get something deleted, okay? First part is talking about approved message.
Turn the paper around, Candace.
Emphasize the president is secured, the VP is secured. Everyone's, they're good. That's not problematic. They say that there's no credible, there's no foreign threats. We're gonna.
Oh, you managed to make your messages switch over to the Samsung messages from Android? Oh, okay. Oh, maybe I'll just be able to keep them anyway. Heck yeah. 501 people in here. Thank you guys so much. Unbelievable. You guys are amazing.
Make sure we monitor any misinformation that's on the platform. That makes sense to me.
Candace, turn the paper around.
They also want to, they want to monitor adversarial state media framing.
Yeah, is this a blank? I wonder if light will
make sure that,
there and see.
Other
we're gonna find
states are not lying about what's happening and saying things. They want to monitor that activity. That all makes sense. The Erica Kirk video asking to amplify that to make.
I don't know if there's words on this page or not. There's a shadow from this laptop that's clearly over here on this part of the page. I can't tell if it's something on the other side or not. Bigwig Cthulhu for the 5. Thank you so much. A few minutes ago, she actually said to prove the email was legit, she would tell us who else was CC'd. That's not anything. Yeah, I mean, that really isn't anything. She could say anybody was CC'd. She could say Trump was CC'd. She could say J.D. Vance was CC'd. That's weird. We'll find out, though. We'll get there, I guess. We'll see.
Make sure that's number 1 by morning time. That's the part that stands out in this email. Why would that be a focus? Again, just a little over an hour after the VP and the president are taken somewhere secure. Because
ALD, why are you still supporting Candace? She doesn't show proof ever. Ever. Like, why do you support that? I just want proof. That's all I want. Is that such a bad thing? Like, why am I not allowed to ask questions? Isn't it so weird? Candace Owens can not only ask questions, she can make matter-of-fact statements like, Erica Kirk's a Black Widow. TPUSA betrayed Charlie Kirk. Erica Kirk betrayed Charlie Kirk. She can make claims that she's talked to donors that said that that's an AI Charlie voice. But she doesn't have to show any proof? Nothing? And I'm not allowed to be like, hey, how do you know this, Candace? Can I look at this? I'll even show the world that TPUSA and Erica Kirk into Charlie Kirk if you just show me the proof. I'll be like right there with you. But she can't. And that doesn't bother you? Why? Why should I take her word for it?
There's a potential shooting. I want you to think about that. And like I said, we'll have more information about that. And just keep patting ourselves on the back for the fact that they keep trying to gas.
She laid it down flat. There's no words on this. There are no words on this paper. No way.
And just I want you to think about
Watch
that.
her lay it down
like
flat.
I said, we'll have more information about that. And
right down flat. You see that?
Just keep patting ourselves on the back for the fact that they keep trying to gaslight us and to pretend.
There are no words on the paper. There are no words on the paper, guys. Look at it folded. There's no words here. Oh my God.
Patting ourselves on the back for the fact that they keep trying.
Look at this.
Trying to gaslight us.
There's no words on the paper. Oh my God. This is... Oh my God, you moron. You should have just left it alone.
we could just keep patting ourselves on the back for the fact that they keep.
No way, no way, no way. I'm gonna hold on. We're going down slow speed here.
Trying to gaslight us.
There are no words on that paper, guys. This is insane. Oh, wow. I cannot believe she just did that. There are absolutely no words on this piece of paper she's folding up here. Why did she put it under her desk? She was this close to possibly getting away with that. Hey, look at her mug behind her. I love it. It's so great. Hate it or love it. Hate it or love it. There's nothing there. That is absolutely crazy. She just faked having that. Oh my gosh, that is absolutely crazy. Why didn't she just leave that alone? Is she trying to show us that she's full of crap? Oh, wow. Y'all want to watch it one more time? Y'all want to see this? It was slow speed or fast speed here. This is absolutely crazy.
We could just keep patting ourselves on the back for the fact that they keep trying to gaslight us and to.
There are no words on that paper. She didn't think that we'd be able to see it behind her little calendar here. That, I guarantee you, she absolutely did not think. Look at this. It's right here. You can see. Like, that piece of paper is not that wide. Should I zoom in on it here? How can I? Oh, great. What a great zoom feature. Can I, like, 50? Okay. This is amazing. No. Okay. I'll screenshot it here. This is absolutely insane. What a dummy.
Gaslight us.
Hold on.
Just keep patting our.
Yeah, I'll have to slow it down. We'll just do this.
Ourselves on the back for the fact that they keep trying to gaslight.
You tried, Candace. You tried. This is amazing. Have to screenshot and zoom, yeah. Let's, there ain't no words on this piece of paper at all. You can see that's a pretty wide margin. You can see how wide her hand is. Right here, her fingers are from here on the page. Unless she's got some really skinny text only going down the center. There ain't nothing here. And you know an email being printed off is 1,000,000% going to be the size of the paper. That's crazy. She had a blank piece of paper there. No wonder she couldn't show us the email. That is awesome that she's this stupid. Like, unbelievable. Unbelievable. She could not help herself. Like, why is the paper blank? Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. What a dummy.
Us and to
let's see how far it goes here.
Pretend that we are not living in an embarrassing movie, and that they are not all just a bunch of clowns and characters trying.
Why would you print off a picture of an email and then proceed to fold it up?
To gin up our emotions, to sway us one way or the other. And particularly over the last 8 months, it's just been like, you need to feel bad for Erica Kirk. That's kind of been.
That is absolutely amazing. This absolute moron just literally tried to pass off a blank piece of paper as if it had some sort of email on it, and then she refuses to show us the email. She refuses to show us the paper, the email, anything. That paper is absolutely as blank can be.
In a focus
nice
of
prop.
The White House. Of the White House. There is an unnatural alliance here.
I'm curious. I want to go back and see how many times she's messed with that paper too, because it looks like a blank sheet of paper. You know what I mean? Like, it just does not look right at any angle. Okay, anyway. Let's go back to that. Let's see how many times she sets it down and if we can get a good angle on it, because that paper looks blank to me. Let's see here. Hold on. Hold on. Look at that. There's a good little angle there. How far is that?
Kirk. Fascinating.
Oh, hold on.
I'm now going to read you the relevant portion of this email pertaining to Eric Kirk.
Oh! This dang thing.
I'm now going to read you the relevant portion of this email pertaining to Erica Kirk.
Okay, you can see this corner right up here is blank. I can see the front of your page, Candace. I can see the front of your page right here. Look at where her thumb is. Any of you guys see this? There we go. Blow that on up. Does that look like it's got words on it to you guys? Does that look like it has words on it? Very interesting. I can see the rings from this, obviously coming up right here. I can see what looks like some shadow here. Doot, right there. Nothing else anywhere on this thing. This is a blank page. Wow, Candace. Absolutely incredible. Incredible. Let me, can I just, yep, it won't cut off the paper down there. All right. There we go. Just a little bit more. Boop. There we go. Cool. That is absolutely crazy, guys. Let's see. That is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Sorry, guys. I got way too excited over that. Chels Hooper. She kept reading off the teleprompter and then acts like she's reading a piece of paper. She's over it, you could tell, because she sounds blah, but the cult won't let her stop. I wonder if she's super audience captured into this. This is amazing. Thank you so much for that 20. That's very, very nice of you. Oh my gosh. Ed says, this is bigger than Zapruder JFK film. You have to make a separate video and post it down. Oh yeah, I'll be doing a video over this tomorrow. This is so crazy. I can't believe she made it this easy. Look at this. Come on, Candace. Is there another time that I missed her picking up that paper? Like, this is unbelievable.
Agency of access truth of for any particular email pertaining to Erica Kirk.
I mean, it's just so bad. It's so bad. Like, look at that. That is so crazy. Oh, I hope she's got a good explanation for it. She's definitely... Look at this. This looks like it might have words right here, but I'm pretty sure it's just shadow. Like, look at the way that this lines up. Yeah, it definitely looks like shadowing to me. Let's see here. Just to make sure. Let's really blow this up here. Does this look like words? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Why would they fan out? They wouldn't fan, you know what I mean? See how the paper's straight here? This is all fanning, so it's definitely shadow. It wouldn't make any sense for it to fan out like this. Words don't go off into different directions like that. They are straight lines. So that doesn't make any sense either. And they don't change outside of lines. Line, nothing. You know what I mean? Doesn't look like words at all. This is 100% a blank page. I cannot believe she is this retarded. Unbelievable, Candace. You just had to stop fidgeting with it. You just had to stop fidgeting with it, is all you had to do, Candace. Oh, man. It's amazing.
And no,
she kind of turns it up to us, too. Hold on.
Read you the relevant portion of this email pertaining to Erica Kirk. Fascinating.
Oh, wait, that's the normal one.
Gaslighting
Look at that.
us and saying that this was totally just organic. And
Hold on.
they weren't asking people to boost this clip for any particular reason. Clip, quote, good as a clip, wow, is circulating across all platforms broadly. Wow.
I thought I saw something maybe on the page, but
the number environment we amplify. That is absolutely incredible.
Hold on. I thought I could kind of see through it. There is no, those are lines. What is that? Nope.
Is absolutely
nope.
incredible.
Okay. Never mind. It's blank. I thought there was a benefit of the doubt I could give her. That's crazy, though. Absolutely crazy. Say something logical now. I got a question, LD. Why are you still sweeping for Candace here? After she just got caught literally looking at a blank piece of paper and then claiming that she couldn't show us the email? To just trust her, bro. Why are you saying that, man? Is that okay? Is that normally okay? Oh, okay.
Now, as we know, like this would be number one. It was something that we all said that's kind of weird. I told you I
believe that dude's sweeping for her.
In case you are thinking, well, being yarded at too strong, I'd caution you against making that argument because I'm working on a background lead and it just won't be good for you. So just shh, be quiet, okay? Probably.
Well, Candace,
we'll have that for you tomorrow.
This is amazing.
Anyway, what happens next, now if you're thinking, okay, well, maybe that's normal, is that the White House completely panics because too many people were on this email. Okay, they just made a bit of a blunder. I guess you could say the White House military office panicked, and they attempted to rescind the email.
Close my channel. Oh, you mad? LD's a little mad. Let's see his channel. Let's take a look. Oh, man. Let's take a look at this guy right here. This is interesting. Oh, you don't have a channel. Gotcha. Hey, do better than me first.
This is also a plausibility. You can get your IT person. If you make a mistake and send to the wrong person, they can reach in and literally take the email out of everyone's inbox.
Oh, yeah, we saw this.
The issue is old and said that they absolutely had to delete it. Okay, it was an order. Conversation, yeah, more IT. I've read there is nothing else in.
Oh, this is what she said back down.
That's kind of been a focus of the White House. There is an unnatural alliance here between Turning Point USA and the White House. It's
like what? What do you mean there's an unnatural alliance with them? They're their number one supporters and broadcasters. CNN was like this for Joe Biden. What are you talking about?
It's too much. It's feeling a bit squishy in here.
Okay, cool.
Which brings me to something else that I discovered, okay? Let's just play a multiple choice game for people who have common sense. If you don't have common sense, don't play this game. This game is not for you, okay? It's September 10th, 2025. Your company founder and your boss is tragically assassinated in front of the entire world. And there's a video of him dying, actually, that is being spread across social media like wildfire.
Yeah.
Do you, on this very day, A, tweet something out about Trump needing a ballroom? B, phone Charlie's grieving widow and proposition her about how money can be made?
When did that happen? Who did that? Wait, do you have any proof that that took place at all? I'm sure you got, like, the phone call that was made with her, right? What are you talking about?
C, call a mysterious billionaire named Pierre. Or
any proof that they called Pierre?
Or D, none of the above.
Okay. I'll bite. Let's do D, none of the above.
Now, if you answered D, none of the above, then congratulations to you. You are a winner.
Oh, that was such a tough one.
Are not a robot. You know those little tests? You are not
there
a robot.
Go. I'm not a robot. There we go. All right.
Congratulations.
Great.
You had one of those CAPTCHA tests. By the way, in case you if you're like me and the team and never actually knew what CAPTCHA meant or stood for, we learned today that it stands for Completely Automated Public Turing Test to tell computers and humans apart. I think just more broadly speaking, we need to be able to tell if these computers.
I guarantee you she has no idea what Turing means.
Computers versus humans, as I think the droids are amongst us. But anyway, if you did pass our multiple choice test, and if you are not a robot, and you said none of the above, that's a win. Of course, if you were Justin Strife.
Or better yet, who Turing was. But let's put it that way.
You probably picked both B and C.
Got to know your World War II
totally
computers.
Wacky story from our tips line that we were able to verify because they provided receipts. But Justin Strife, just to jog your memory here, he is the Chief Operating Officer of Turning Point USA. That's a new position to which he was promoted just 7 days before Charlie Kirk was assassinated. He was...
Cool, so Charlie Kirk knew about it very well. Congratulations.
As you will recall, also the person that Erica brought with her for our 4-hour sit-down meeting. So we can surmise from that there is some trust between the two. I remember that I had specifically asked Justin Strife about that audit at Turning Point USA, the audit that Charlie announced at the same time that he promoted Justin. Remember, that was one email before they were starting the Canary email process. We had scooped that. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. Does this mean that Charlie trusted Justin because he was looking for money? And I explained to Justin that I had heard at first what was an outside rumor, someone outside of the organization that Charlie knew in a personal capacity, told me that Charlie opened up to him and said that $10 million was missing from his organization. And that it wasn't Turning Point USA, but it was Turning Point Action and America.
Is there any proof of this conversation taking place anywhere?
America's Turning Point, right? That tip to me felt solid, but it was very difficult given who gave the tip. But it was very difficult.
She had a very difficult, solid tip.
Difficult for me to trust an outsider's perspective, their word on the inner workings of the company. But then, lo and behold, someone from within the company, within the organization, confirmed to me.
The tip within?
They said Justin was actually overheard on the phone yelling about missing money, that all of the money was missing from Turning Point Action. How curious. Now, it's worth noting, I'll say allegedly.
Yeah. But it's probably a good idea to say allegedly because you're not going to provide any proof, are you?
Noting that Turning Point Action is headed up by Tyler Boyer, and we have already explained to you that they have built that super feed backdoor, which pays Lori Franzfey, Erica Kirk's mom. So,
okay. So Erica Kirk's mom started siphoning money out of Turning Point USA, even though Charlie Kirk would have given her however much money she ever would have needed? Okay, sure.
It'd be interesting. That's a compelling lead. If I was the feds looking for things, I would probably go, wow, that could cause some friction in your marriage.
Then, you do have the ability to probably get a hold of those documents some way, shape, or form. And you probably could show the entire internet, if that did happen. And then I'd be right there with you going, wow, look at this, guys. Look at this money that was taken from Turning Point Action and was going straight to Erica Kirk's mom. You know how fast I would cover that? For real. Like, why bother telling us things that you can't even corroborate?
If there was money missing, if that pans out and that's true, and Charlie discovered there was money missing, and then he established this Doge to audit himself internally, not the accountant auditing, which they tried to then say, oh, the accountants audit every year. No, this.
Well, now, was he getting Doge for Turning Point USA or Turning Point Action or both? Kind of curious. Mary Jean Blair for the $5. Thank you so much for that. That is very, very kind of you. You guys are amazing. Thank you guys so much. If you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe and like button. That's all I ask for. Thank you again so much, Mary.
Was not that. He was establishing a Doge.
A Doge.
I would consider that to be an interesting lead. Did Charlie suddenly realize that money was evaporating out of his company? I think he did.
Something tells me that she thinks the Shiba Inu is literally a Doge. Like, literally, that's what they call it. I'm willing to bet. What do you guys want to bet?
My personal opinion, I'm going to stick to it. Anyway, but what's fascinating in all the wrong ways is that we learned that on the day that Charlie died, Justin Strife made another phone call. He allegedly, called a former U.S. Army interrogator turned book printer.
Now, how in the world would you have even found this out? Look at that face. I really want to know how you would have even found this out at all. Oh, why did it do that?
And that's what Justin had on his mind. He wanted to take care of ordering a boatload more of Charlie's upcoming book. Let's get that to the printer. Let's plan on ordering another tens and thousands more.
And the military would be behind that?
Of Stop in the Name of God. That's the book that Erica would then go on tour and promote.
Okay.
They had previously prepared to put in an order, I think, of 25 to 50,000 books. But just hours after Charlie died, Justin Strife apparently, reached out to the printer and said that let's order some more books. I'm going to ask Erica, and I'll call you back, but we're going to need to at least double that order. And he allegedly did just that. He reached out to Erica and got her permission, and then he immediately circled back to the printing agency and said, "It's a go." Erica says yes. Now, I'm often told online, particularly by Zionists, that I'm demonic, I'm evil, all these things. But I gotta tell you,
I don't know how you just jumped from that into this, but okay, nice segue. You should do sponsors like that.
Never imagine approaching a widow after what should have been a shock murder. I would imagine she'd be in a catatonic state.
Okay.
Right? I just would imagine there wouldn't even be a person to address. But I could never imagine thinking, hey, I'm going to give her a call and ask if we can get those books going. I'll circle right back. I consider it a definite yes, but I'm just going to call her real quick and I'll circle back to you. But
you can't even confirm. You don't even know if the call took place. You have no idea. Could have been her mom. Could have been Charlie Kirk's parents that did this. It could have been Charlie's assistant that was like, hey, should I stop production on the books or something? Maybe Erica was like crying in the office, be like, no, please take care of it. I want his book to come out on time. Gives the responsibility off to the other people. She lays there like, I don't want Charlie's work to stop, while she was grieving. Like, what? Yeah, I'm sure Erica was like, yep, I want all these books. I'm going to spend all of this on my handbags and stuff. Like, you're just inventing an entire story here, and you're not trying to show us any evidence that this took place whatsoever. Mackenzie Moore for the 5. Thankful for what you do for us all. I know it's not much, but you deserve to be cool while giving us a stream. Oh, it's all good. I got this fan kicking. I got all my windows open. You'll be able to kind of see in a sense. Because of that light. That sun is beating right through there. And I'm sure it'll come down because I have it partially open. I'm sure that it'll start coming down. I'll have to close it all the way here soon. But it's not terrible now. It's cooling off. Thank you so much for that, Mackenzie.
We've all learned throughout this series, Erica is just different. She was born for this role. She really was. She was able to just clearly and rationally...
Candace gets like somewhat of a lead or just makes this up, and then she just goes with it like it's fact. It's amazing.
Handle some business on the very day that Charlie was assassinated. And like I said to you, those conversations even about her taking over the board and CEO, that happened early. Within 48 hours, that decision was made. She just had that clarity, didn't need time, understood that was her focus. Like, I will show you more books. And I will say what is...
Well, just prove it, Candace, and I'll agree with you.
Especially curious is that I then learned that Justin was reaching out in his other capacity. He has a whole other job a whole other full-time job that I had no idea about. He's not just the CEO of Trinity.
What I would genuinely like to know, though, is like Candace didn't even bother to say how she got the tip, whether it was emailed to her or anything like that, whether there was an employee or what. She just happens to know that at some point, somebody just decided to call Erica for a private conversation and ask her to literally create more books. This would have been literally like, like what did the book guy himself call you and tell you this? You know what I mean? Why does she always look like this? It is so evil looking. I don't even try. I just pause to talk and then she's like every single like freeze frame. She's angry. Isn't that weird? But for real, how would she have even gotten that info? It sounds like a two-way conversation. Unless the book guy called you, I don't think she would have had this info at all. In fact, she would have just made this up.
Point USA. I didn't know that you could be in the C-suite and have time to have another full-time job, but Justin Strife does it. He's also running Winning Team Publishing. If that sounds familiar to you, that's that book publishing, conservative book publishing company that was started by Sergio Gore and Don Trump Jr.
Okay.
Yeah, Sergio Gore. That's a guy, Israel's guy, the Trump whisperer. He was for a while.
Cool, they got a book company.
Also, Ike Perlmutter's guy, everybody knows that. Israel's guy, Sergio Gore.
Okay.
Mysterious background.
Great.
So a better way of saying that is that Justin is also receiving money from Winning Team Publishing and I would imagine stand to benefit greatly from high book sales. That seems
probably
a little bit too close for comfort to me. Don Jr. too, I would imagine, since he's the co-founder of the company. Stood to benefit from those book sales. Sergio Gore, at the time of Charlie's death, was the White House Deputy Chief of Staff. And there was a lot of colluding between Charlie's office and Sergio Gore's office at the White House. They were sending even employees that were working for Charlie's office were coming from Sergio Gore's office, vice versa. That's what I've been told. So in that capacity, as the White House Deputy Chief of Staff, Sergio Gore was second in command to Susie Wiles, but he was sort of unceremoniously kicked out, right? They kind of made it seem like it was like, hey, he's being upgraded by being sent to India. But the rumor, the down low, that I can tell you is that there was apparently a bit of a bust up with Elon Musk, okay? So Sergio Gore personally had it out for Elon Musk. He didn't like him. I'm not taking sides. I'm telling you the facts. And
I don't care.
The alleged facts. And apparently when Elon Musk and Trump had this falling out, Sergio Gore, the Trump whisperer, was largely behind this falling out. Or Elon assumed or thought that he was behind this. And Sergio Gore personally put a stop to Elon Musk's guy, Jared Isaacman, being appointed. Then somebody found out about Sergio Gore and a donor's son, some sort of a relationship, I was told. And
Chels Hopper for the $10 says, hey, Artie, a few of us are wondering what the numbers mean on her desk. Do you know? And why Blake's pick is next to it. Weird, as she says, LOL. The other day, I could have sworn the numbers were way higher. No, so they're going up. Yesterday was 40. Today's 41. It's how many days since Blake Neff apparently said that they had a video of Charlie Kirk saying, I'll appoint my wife, and then him not releasing it. So it's been 40 days of him not releasing proof. Which, I mean, shoot, all of us here have been waiting for Candace Owens to upload the Egyptian flight logs since December 16th. She won't do that. We've been waiting for her to release proof that she was talking to TPUSA donors. We've been waiting for her to drop proof that she was talking to Charlie after 2023. We've been waiting for proof that, or 2024, I can't even remember now. 2024, 2023. We've been waiting for proof for her to show us that Erica Kirk betrayed Charlie. We've been waiting for her to show video evidence of so many different things, and yet only she's allowed to receive proof. She's not supposed to give proof, I guess, even though she makes the claims, which is like, a whole guilty until proven innocent type scenario, but that's okay. Candace is cool with that, I guess. So pretty much it's just a big hypocritical count. I won't say count down, I guess counting up to how many days that she wants this piece of evidence that she won't even herself, show. She won't show us the text messages that Charlie apparently was afraid that he was going to be ended 24 hours before he got ended. She claims that they exist, but for some reason she won't show it. It's just bizarre, right?
There was a little bit of time for Sergio Gore to go before this blows up in the media. And Sergio Gore then got moved to India as the ambassador. He was sort of like randomly named the ambassador to India. And you will recall that it was one of the more bizarre post-assassination appearances that was made by...
Thank you so much for that, 10, by the way. I really appreciate that. Thank you. I just wanted to let you know. I didn't want to not thank you. Thank you so much.
Our Dr. Kirk, like she flew to Washington, D.C., so to the other side of the country, leaving your kids in such an emotionally critical time. You would not be able to wedge me away from my children. Just to watch this guy, Sergio Gore, be named ambassador to India, like...
You wouldn't even get up out of bed to go check your children. You literally fired a nurse because she wore a mask and it scared you. You thought it was going to scare your kid. You have a nanny. You admitted that. That's what you said, Candace. So who are you to criticize anybody about their kids?
That could have been a text, Erica. Hey, congrats, Serge. Congrats, Charlie loved you. So cool. Wish I could have been there, but you know.
Oh, that would be fun. I should get a calendar too with Candace's face on it. I'll stick it to my green screen here. See the sun. Yeah. I'm going to go Super Saiyan here in a second. That looks sick. Nice. Anyway, sorry about that. I'm just having a little bit of fun. Holy cow, Barbara. What is your full name there? Will it show me? It's not going to show me. Barbara Gunn. Can I call you that? Barbara Gunn. Let me see if I can I see your whole thing? Barbara Gunnels. There we go. For the 50. Wow, thank you so much. What happened to the Mooney cult? Remember when she tried to tie Koreans into her conspiracy? Love your work. Did I miss the conspiracy one? I remember the B cult. I remember the Justin Bieber being involved, but Justin Bieber's handlers being involved and Britney Spears handlers. I remember, did she really try to get Koreans involved too? My gosh, there are so many of them. Wow, that is amazing that you remembered that one. That is crazy. Thank you so much for that. That is very, very kind to you. Yeah, man, look at that resting face there. Man, she's not a nice lady. Candace is not a nice lady. Seriously, though, Barbara, thank you so much. That is so kind of you. Like, I am definitely the luckiest streamer on YouTube. I don't care how many more people other YouTubers got than me. I definitely have the nicest audience by far out of anybody. And I'm not just saying that. I go to a lot of other people's streams. I watch a lot of other people stream. There are people that are, and almost every single one of them, they have so many mean people. And you guys are always so kind, polite. I don't have to police chat hardly ever. You all treat each other with so much respect. It's unbelievable to me, actually. Thank you all so much for being here. Charlie went to Korea. Oh, he did go to Korea, but I keep confusing it with Japan, too. And you guys are amazing. Thank you all.
My husband was just murdered, so I'm going to stay here with my kids. Like I said, Erica's different. She's different. She bounces back. And she...
Can you tell me one time where she's literally just left her kids and decided, like, especially during the first 5 months after Charlie was gone? When has she done that?
Not only went there, but she said some words. She shared some words with Sergio Gore as well. And here's what she said.
Charlie loved you. It's hard not to get emotional because I know that he would have been the first phone call when he found out that you were going to be taking this position. And the way that I was able to witness the two of you work together for years and to champion and support the president was absolutely humbling to witness. And I am so proud of you. And Charlie is going to be with you every single day in spirit. And I will be praying for you every day because I know that this is just the beginning of an incredible opportunity for you. And sir, thank you for allowing Sergio to have this beautiful moment.
Thank you very much. Thank you, John. And that man's watching over us right now, right? Okay.
Hey, Tario, I don't blame you at all. Thank you so much for being here, though, and putting up with Candace. But hey, if it makes you feel any better, though, it's almost over. We're more than halfway done. Thank you for being here.
Does that appearance rank like that? Would that rank high for you for needing to do that, to just be there and watching the president sign something for Sergio Gore to go to India?
Who cares? He invited him there. Would you ever turn down the president's offer ever? If President Trump offered me right now to be like, I'm going to get my shoes shined. I'm going to be over here in this location. And I figured, maybe we could just watch my shoes get signed. I'd be like, yeah, I think I will go there. Heck yeah. President Trump's going to be there? I get to be within like 10 feet of the guy and maybe ask him a question or so? Yeah, I think I'd be down for that. Are you kidding me? Really? I would do it if it was Biden. Because at least I could then film myself asking him a crazy question and there's no downside. What are you talking about? Why would this bother you at all? It's so weird, Yeah, Edie is amazing. You guys should go subscribe to her. I'll pull up her channel at the end of this.
Yeah, I feel like these people know each other, like really know each other. We can confirm they're making money with each other. And it was a high priority to think about that money being made on September 10th. Yeah, but there just seems to be a lot of money flowing in and out.
Yeah, it's almost weird. It's almost like TPUSA is a business. It's almost as if that's how they pay their employees. It's so weird.
Turning Point USA, the White House, Don Trump Jr. We talked about Salem Media. Just a lot going on here. Justin Strife, how can you fulfill both roles?
I don't know. It's almost like it's a political company, too. That's weird, right? Huh. Weird how that works.
Be a conflict of interest? How about that? Like to become a chief, like don't you check for conflicts or something? I think it could be a conflict of interest. I wouldn't want that.
What specifically is a conflict of interest in that? Like specifically with TPUSA?
Anyway, it's worth mentioning that Charlie, when I examined these contacts and the money being made, had he have gone full anti-Israel, it would have been costly to a lot.
Yeah, too bad he didn't, did he? Too bad he didn't go full anti-Israel, huh? Candace said it herself. He did not go full anti-Israel. Can you ever make your mind up, Candace, on what Charlie actually did and said?
To a lot of people, if Charlie had gone anti-Israel. I would say including his wife.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe it would have. I guess we'll never know since he didn't, right? And this is unbelievable.
Definitively, a lot of his sponsors, so many of them had an Israel bend. And it just sort of makes you wonder.
Yeah, it does, kind of. It's like Charlie also had a bit of an Israel bend. That's kind of weird, right? Was Charlie also one of those, like, evil Zionists, Candace? Is that what you're going to say next?
Leave it at that. We'll be right back after a brief break.
Yeah, I don't want to.
All right, you guys, time flies faster than we expect.
Like her ads, they fly by so
only,
fast.
Subject to approval. 5 for kick profile.
You guys about the wellness company are most swingly pretty fat. And it's not about nebula critical health. She'll get US for you from last. First, I want only. Okay, I have this very hilarious update for you. First, I want to read the top comment, which I don't usually do at this time of the show. The top comment from last episode. This person, Ag Danetto, writes, I am Brazilian. I got robbed in Sao Paulo a couple of years ago. While tracking my phone, I told a high-ranking sergeant where it was, and he said the police wouldn't go there because it was PCC's turf, the gang that this Nick guy allegedly infiltrated. But yeah, this gringo kid had no problem going there. Quite the gang whisperer.
Do Brazilians use the term gringo? Gringo's a Spanish word. I don't know that gringo is a Portuguese word. It's funny how she keeps doing that. Gringo, language of origin. Let's see, it's Spanish. Interesting. Do the Brazilians use the word gringo? Do they, though? Brazilians frequently use the word gringo, masculine or gringa feminine, to refer to any foreigner, regardless of their nationality. Huh, interesting. I guess they do use it. Weird. So, gringo is a Portuguese word. Yes, it is a Portuguese word. Okay. They do use it there, too. That's fair enough. Interesting, though. But Candace did let it slip that she went down to Brazil to learn Spanish, which I find to be pretty funny. I do find it to be funny.
Just showing that. The comments that were coming from the Brazilians were absolutely exceptional because it's so...
The Brazilians, because only Candace gets Brazilians. I didn't get any comments from Brazilians. Do we have any Brazilians here in chat?
Beyond absurd that you can't even, like, there's nothing to do. It's not even like, it's not even upsetting. It's just cartoonish. It's cartoonish is what it is, right? Cartoons don't accept you. You know they're fake. And you just kind of move on.
Yeah, that is true. We do know the cartoons are fake. But when it comes to a guy who literally went to another country and started filming people in another country, you know, kind of like Tim Pool used to do, and, you know, just about every single other journalist in the world that has gone and infiltrated gangs. Like, let me just look. Let's go to infiltrating Brazilian gang interview. I know Nick Shirley's going to pop up. Here's Arab. I spent a day with Rio, Brazil's most dangerous gang, interviewing Brazil's most wanted gangster from Nick Shirley, Inside Brazil's most dangerous favela by Pouty. How about Arab here again? Vice News, literally Inside Brazil's deadliest drugs and gang. This was 3 years ago. Rose Kemp, gang. So all these guys are fake though, right? Asmongold, that's Asmongold. He didn't go there. Drug Spinner. He interviewed Brazilians' hardest gangbangers. He's probably going over. No, this is a year ago. I interviewed Brazil's most dangerous gang leader a year ago from Grant Goodrich. Inside Brazil's most dangerous gang, slums, police tour. Jin. So he did this with the police. Pouty interviewed thugs in Brazil. Nobody questioned this guy. You know what I mean? Inside the gangs of Rio de Janeiro. Good Lord. 6 years ago from Sky News. Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, inside the world's most dangerous cities from Java Discover, free global documentary clips. So why is it that Nick Shirley can't do it? Only he can't do it. Look at this guy. Is he like, I don't know, dark skin passing? Is he a gringo? Yeah, I would say so. Surviving illegal party in Rio's most notorious favela. Timmy Carter. You know, Timmy Turner. Tyler Oliveira. You know, and this guy, I mean, he's super duper anti-Israel and stuff. Inside the rise of Germany's, that's a spicy video there. How much dollars Brazilian gangs make? As this dude literally interviews him, Arab. Like, there's so many different people who end up doing this, and Candace is like, well, only Nick Shirley's is fake. Yeah, Hassan Piker went to Cuba, and she literally doesn't talk about that. She's not questioning Hassan, mega millionaire Hassan Piker. Isn't that crazy? It's okay when he does it. It's not fake when he does it. It's only fake when Nick Shirley does it. Crazy how that works, huh? You could find literally hundreds of journalists who have went into Brazil and questioned gang members and went into their favela. But it's all real according to Candace, just not Nick Shirley's.
But Nick Shirley's really having a bit of a conniption. He's having a little bit of a breakdown about the fact that people don't believe he has what it takes to infiltrate gangs, the hardest gangs in Brazil, in 48 hours with a camera and a microphone without any contacts or something. And this correspondence between him, it's just hilarious. He thinks that we're locked in like a beef of the ages or something. Biggie versus Tupac, right? Like he's so tough.
Oh yeah, because those are real gangsters, right? Yeah, those are real gangsters, Biggie and Tupac. These favela guys don't have anything on Biggie and Tupac. Yeah, I'm sure they were more real gangsters than these guys who literally will murder and take over villages. Sure. There we go. He keeps knocking down my curtain.
He's tough enough apparently to infiltrate a gang in 48 hours, but he apparently cannot bear the criticism, the totally fair and sensible idea.
He's mad if I don't throw the
ball.
That
people who can think rationally and critically aren't buying this. I am sorry. It's nothing personal. It's just dumb. So the internet drunk, Jessica Reed Krause, known as House and Drinking Habit, came to his aid. Like, that's what they do. They said,
kind of like your husband's drinking problem where he gets behind the wheel of a vehicle and slams it into it, like almost kills people, totals his vehicle. Oh, okay. Go ahead and throw around that term drunk, Candace, because makes you look good. Don't be a hypocrite.
And out when they get real reinforcements come in, and she tweeted this. I could not stop laughing. 2 of Nick Shirley's elementary school teachers reached out to me recently to praise Nick, recounting what a smart, sweet, kind kid he was throughout his early years. If Candace's attacks on him don't raise your suspicions, you were never rooting.
I got him, Ed. It's all good. I'm not going to deal with somebody making false accusations in chat like that and sitting there mocking Charlie and mocking Erica. That's disgusting. LD, you should be ashamed of yourself for that, genuinely. But don't come back, man.
For any side.
Stop knocking my curtain down.
And then Nick responds.
I want to go out.
This is like, okay, here it is. Here's the proof that I can infiltrate gangs. He writes back this. That's amazing. To this day, I still keep in touch with a few of my teachers on a regular basis. I had some great teachers growing up.
What's wrong with this tweet? What has she got a problem with this for? Okay. Go outside. I'll be right back, guys. Alrighty. Little stinker. He wanted outside so bad.
And then she takes it a step further and she says, these are the type of DMs I occasionally receive from former teachers of Nick Shirley, glimpses into who he was long before we all knew his name. A driven, thoughtful kid who showed up to help wherever he was needed. It's why Candace Owens is targeting him now. Nick is widely respected, widely respected, among conservative media, carrying forward what Charlie Kirk led with, proof that you can build.
Oh, Jessica Reed Krause actually, I think, follows me. Heck yeah. It's an awesome lady. Look at how thoughtful and kind this message is, and Candace is just going to rip it apart. Like, I have not once showed a message of anybody going, Candace is so thoughtful and kind and all that, and I never once put it on blast on here. What's wrong with Candace? Why go after this?
Influence and make an impact without relying on crude rhetoric, shock tactics, and conflict. I can't believe this is coming from Jessica Reed. Instead of setting up in a sterile studio, ranting about the state of the country, he's on the ground taking action, infiltrating these scenes in 48 hours to uncover the corruption that the other media won't touch. And he's polite, lived experience.
Now, in all fairness, many of other media has actually went and done this too. They just don't get as much notoriety because it wasn't, they weren't going around busting all this like Somali fraud and stuff like that. And he's not like an internet, these people weren't internet sensations. They were working for like newspapers and, media. And once that media would put out the information, the media got the credit, like CNN or Fox or those people like that. Take 100% of the credit, The people who are in the background who collected all the info, they don't get any credit. They didn't credit the journalist ever, like in this. Like, that's just not how they do. They go, and today's news, this is what happened here. This is crazy. Our correspondence is here on the ground right now. And then they have the microphone or whatever. But they don't get the people who genuinely, like, did the whole entire investigation most of the time. Sometimes they do. I think, what's the one that Tim pulled? Vice? Vice would use their people a lot, but they were also trying to become an internet sensation before the internet did that kind of stuff. Diana Cooper for $2 says, Candy pretzel logic is nauseating. I agree. Thank you so much for that, by the way, Diana. That's so nice. Thank you very, very much.
Lends itself to quality journalism, truth over spin, something Candace is not capable of. In the end, old school pursuit of truth will always
out. Oh, yeah. Candace said Nick couldn't do this in Chicago, and there's literal video of Nick doing it in Chicago. Exactly. Yeah, the gangs, I don't think Candace doesn't realize that in America, in general, we don't have as hard of gang members as they have, like, literally in Mexico with the cartels or in Brazil or any of those places. These are places that don't have government to step in and put these guys down. You know what I mean? They have way more freedom, therefore they're going to be way crazier. They're going to have way crazier weapons. But she's wanting to pretend like, oh, I grew up in the rough side. I grew up in literal North Tulsa. That's where I grew up. And it's one of the roughest areas in the United States. It's not great. I can tell you that. It's pretty bad. Let me pull up a thing about it.
Lived scripted trash talk. Are you okay, Nick? Like, are you, we are not.
That wasn't Nick that wrote that, Candace.
Trying to get you into Harvard. We don't need letters of recommendation from your kindergarten teacher about the fact that, like, you sharpened your pencil on your own and, like, you learned cursive faster than the rest of the class. Like,
you really just don't have anything at this point. So now you're attacking Nick because literally, like, this lady gave him an incredibly nice tweet. It was like, hey, I really like this guy. He's amazing. He does nice things. Candace is attacking him because he's nice and she can't stand it. Blah, 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 blah. Her evil heart. You know what I mean? And then you're just like, Nick, are you okay? Well, it wasn't Nick that you're responding to here. Did you forget that, Candace? You are really angry.
This is not what we are talking about. Actually, we are specifically speaking about lived experience. People who don't turn to journalists and reporters. It's not like a form of guerrilla journalism to go out there and understand how people live because they're living that way already. Like, that's the point. That's why it's funny. That's why we think it's funny. We're not, I'm sure you're a great kid. I'm sure you were the best in first grade and second grade too. You're probably a really sweet kid. I probably had adorable photos and all the stuff and all the things. This is just not at all relevant to whether or not we believe that you infiltrated the most dangerous gang in Brazil in 48 hours, okay?
You should try to debunk it, Candace, instead of just saying, I don't believe. I'm going to use my head to, and la, 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 la. You know, like, it's just childish and silly.
Like I said, which you took offense to, I didn't know your family reunions were so tough, Candace. Yeah. That's kind of the point. You don't.
So your family reunions, you had people like literally stabbing and shooting each other? I'm sure there's an article somewhere on it, right? You're insane.
Even comprehend that there are families that are so dysfunctional that family events become dangerous after a certain hour. Like, they're
in all fairness, that's probably how George got his black eye and how she broke her foot. So I guess maybe she is telling the truth. Way to give us the fire on that one, Candace. But anyway, before that, so I guess it was in 2010 when literally Tulsa was the 6th most dangerous city with a population over 250,000. 2019, Tulsa was listed amongst the top 10 most dangerous cities in the South. 2023 to 2024, it was also in the top 100 most dangerous cities and whatnot. I mean, it's a very dangerous area in North Tulsa, and I spent a lot of my childhood in North Tulsa. Between 2000 to 2009. Was it ever there? Let's see. Tulsa was ranked top 10 in most dangerous cities in 2009. Okay, so even 2009. Yeah, I was there between that age. Yeah, I was there frequently in 2009. Even 2011, I was there frequently. So yeah, I was there frequently between 2005 and 2011 is probably when I spent the most amount of time specifically in North Tulsa. And it was pretty dangerous. Now, is it literally Chicago dangerous per se or Compton dangerous per se? Not in the same way that you would say. It's murders per capita. You know what I mean? So we have a small population there, but the amount of murders are out of control. You know what I mean? Per capita. Now, it's not like, Compton where 15 will die in one night, usually. I mean, sometimes that happens in Tulsa, actually, but yeah. But there's always a murder almost every other night in Tulsa. It's crazy.
Playing cards, throwing singles on the table. You're not sure what's in the solo cup. Yeah, that's kind of the point, is that seems crazy to you.
That's like a college party. What are you smoking?
People have dysfunctional families that you kind of have a bunch of people that are effed up in your family, but you still love them. It's like a weird dynamic. They're your family, they're a little effed up, but they're your family. That's the point, Nick,
I think she's referencing because her mom was a meth head, so I guess.
You're not accustomed to that. And those people are the ones that are just laughing at the premise, right? Just like I said, just go through the comments. You're not going to be able to sell it to people.
No, I wouldn't say I was the local hard man. You just kept your head down and didn't mess with people in North Tulsa. There was no point in trying to, toughen up around someone with a firearm. That's just a stupid thing to do, you know what I mean? You just stayed out of the really, really, really bad areas, or hope to God you didn't cross into some people who are looking to get some money, you know what I mean? Or think that you had money. Now, a lot of the times, even gang members, they wouldn't mess with kids who were clearly underage. Even they usually wouldn't do that. You know what I mean? There was nothing for them to gain. They knew they would get caught by the police if they did anything. You know what I mean? So there were certain things that you could get away with for sure, that you were in way less danger. But man, do I have some stories for you guys that one of these days I would love to tell with the permission of one of my friends that I was with. Because it was more his situation than mine, for the most part. We were both there, but I don't want to because the reason why we were there was not good, okay? And it wasn't, I don't want to say too much. I don't want to say too much about that. One of these days, I'll get him on here and we'll talk about it. Like maybe, when things change here and we don't have to. I don't know. I don't know if he'll even ever want to talk about it. I guess I'll have to question him and be like, hey, if I reveal some things, what should I redact?
Outside of like gated communities who have, like I said, never been anywhere and try to experience those things through a TV screen or through a cute YouTube channel. And that's great. Like those people will fund you. But for people who have lived a little, it's just implausible. That's all.
Yeah, Candace has never really lived like that before, ever. In fact, she's never been in this situation a day in her life. Now, her mom was a druggie, but she actually was born really, really wealthy. Like, she had a spoiled brat of a mom. That's really it. Like, okay, and? Like, we know who her mom is. We've seen pictures. I don't need to bring it up. I don't care. But, Candace, I do know one thing for sure. You've never been in a difficult situation a day in your life.
Nothing personal. You and I are not beefing. There's no letter of recommendation.
You started this. You started this, Candace. What are you talking about? Maybe don't talk crap if you can't handle it.
Any grade of schooling that is going to make me believe. In fact, kind of the opposite. The fact that your kindergarten teachers are writing letters of recommendation make me definitely believe that you didn't infiltrate a gang in 48 hours. I don't know. It's just me. It's not just me, actually. It's
I don't care if you believe it or not.
Everyone who can think.
Cool.
Anyway, I wanted to show you this too because, like I said, everything is just so weird and fake and gay all the time. And so we all recall, of course, the notorious slap heard around the world. Brigitte Macron. Yep. Massive hands. It's a thing. It's that's the
like Manda's hands?
One thing the doctor can't work on, right? You can get 1,000 things, feminization surgery. Look at, oh my gosh, do it again. Let me see. Oh. It's like he's like those things at the gas station that like kind of bounce back. I'm talking about the car wash. I mean, that kind of were like floating like this. Anyway, he bounces back, pulls it together. Didn't expect Sky News to capture that, and then they started rolling out the excuses of what happened. And first they said nothing happened, and then they said they were just joking around. And that's what they do. They sort of just wrestle. Now they're rolling out a new excuse because they're realizing, okay, that was
what do they call it? Peter wrestling? Is that where you're going to go with this?
A little ridiculous. What can we say to back that up and explain that moment? And there's a New Times headline here that we can show you. Brigitte Macron slapped husband over text messages to an actress. So like everybody kind of knows Emmanuel Macron's gay. So this is just implausible, like right on its face that Brigitte Macron
Okay. So you're telling me that they faked the slap even though they came out and said, hey, this is all fake anyway? And now you're like, no, but read between the lines. They said it was fake, but they didn't want us to think it was fake, but it was actually fake. So it's, it's fake, but not fake, right? It's not fake, but it's fake, or so. However you want to spin that, Candace, whatever.
And Emmanuel Macron are arguing because he's texting some hot actress, but that's what they're going with. And they're now saying that, okay, they weren't joking. You're right. Brigitte did give him the business, shoved the hands right into his face. It was a little embarrassing. We were landing in Vietnam, but we can shed a different light on this. And what you guys actually saw at the Hanoi airport in May of 2025 is actually the fact that the First Lady was angry after seeing a text message to her husband from.
Yeah, we've been over this.
Definitely not saying this name right. Golshifteh Farahani. I think I did okay there. Golshifteh Farahani. That is an exiled Iranian actress. And when they questioned Farahani denied the rumors of any sort of an affair. So that's interesting. It's kind of like two birds, one stone. We kind of want.
Oh yeah, I'm sure she's gonna come out and be like, "Yeah, I was a part of an affair." Yeah, that makes sense. Right? Yeah, because most people who have an affair definitely want it to be known to the world.
Iran's oil. Let's just go after an Iranian actress. I feel it. I like it. It's good. The West is doing good. Just be like, you know what? This Iranian exiled actress almost broke up this totally normal family. Totally normal teacher-student family that's happening.
Yeah, this is her cracking the Charlie murder case right now, guys.
That's what I wanted to update you guys on. That is what is happening over in France. And we got to return to our Brigitte series. And, just got court approaching. I think June is the meetup. I'm looking forward to it. I hope me and Brigitte...
I don't think you are looking forward to it. I think you're not looking forward to it. Hold on. Something tells me that you might not be... Not an official... Is this the thing? Oh, oops. Nope. No, dang it. I meant to... Whatever. Something tells me you're not looking forward to it because motion to dismiss and all this stuff and... Yeah, event continued and rescheduled. Motion to dismiss and strike event continued. Rescheduled to June 22nd. Yeah, why are you filing for a motion to dismiss on this case if you're so excited for it? Just curious. Just asking questions. Whoopsie poopsie. Let's see. Justin Strive. Internet dunks on defending Nick Fuentes. Bridget McCone's latest PR. Here we go. Right here. Wow, we really are almost done. Okay.
Sort of an affair. So that's interesting. It's kind of like two birds, one stone. The West is doing good. Just be like, you know what? Normal family. Totally normal teacher-student family that's happening here between two.
Is this 1080? The heck?
Two men.
So there we go.
That's what I wanted to update you guys on. That is what is happening over in France. And we got to return to our Brigitte series. And, you know, just got court approaching. I think June is the meetup. I'm looking forward to it. I hope me and
she's not looking forward to that at all. Nice job filing for a motion to dismiss. It's still going with it. You do not want to meet up with them at all. You know you're going to lose this.
Person. I think that should happen. My Brigitte doll needs to be in frame, guys. We got to put Brigitte back there. Like, you know, like a wall. I got Blakey. I got Brigitte. These are the various items that we collect in the studio. People that inspire me. They are the muses of the Candace show. Anyway, guys, we'll be right back after a brief break. All right, you guys, you know, hair from the specifically.
I have so much fun.
Even
with this.
pretend it's American. That's better. I feel better.
Yeah, I bet you do feel better with that. Because Trump's not gonna make you feel better about it, is he?
Oh, Brigitte. There we go. Brigitte.
You almost hit her wiener.
So much better. I feel.
Oh,
like
geez.
I'm actually at home now. Okay. First, I just want to read this person's comment in the chat, responding to Nick. Obviously, I read you earlier the comment from someone saying that they got their phone stolen and the police were like, sorry, too dangerous of an area. You're not getting that back. Not worth it. This person says, Nick, please get that lady's.
There are also, you know, this is what's funny. So I was in Catoosa, which is just right outside of Tulsa, okay? And I was over at the AT&T building getting a new phone, and I left my wallet on the desk. And then that wallet, which was a really nice wallet, it was like this fabric wallet that had like this little pull string that would pull my cards to either side so I could get it. And if I pushed my cards in, it would keep it all in there. It's kind of like, almost kind of like a Ridge wallet, except, man, my Ridge wallet now it's all beat up and old. It's all bent too. Just old. I stomped on it once whenever it was still in my pocket and left my pants on the floor. And my heel went right down on here. Oh, man, did it ever hurt. But now it's all, like, bent and stuff. But whatever. Tough wallet, at least. Protected all my cards. My cards didn't bend at all. So, gotta say, at least got that going for it, for sure. But, yeah, I had this fabric one that I liked. Got stolen. They used my credit card at the Walmart right next door to it. I reported this to Catoosa police, and they were like, what's to do about it? Cancel your card. And I'm like, I'd like my wallet back with my ID and all my other stuff. They're like, too bad. We're not doing anything about it. And they just didn't. Okay, so does that mean it was too dangerous of an area? Because it's really, I mean, it's kind of dangerous-ish. It's right across from the Hard Rock, which, if you all have ever gone underneath the I-44 bridge, it's packed with homeless people. But yeah, I don't know. She's just full of crap. Police sometimes just don't do their jobs, you know? Anyway, Jay Kotzer, 100 for $10 there. Thank you so much. Just maybe Erica's faith is just that strong, Candace. We Catholics do believe all things are possible through faith, don't we? Good point. Apparently Candace doesn't, though, but yeah, good point. She does believe in her dreams, though. Keep that in mind. Thank you so much for that. Genuinely, thank you so much. Guys, if y'all are new here, by the way, please hit that like and subscribe button. Really, that's all I ask for, and thank y'all so much for being here. Thank you so much again, Jake Kotzer. I hope I said that right. Kotzer? Thank you.
Phone back. Since you infiltrated, you can return it. That's a great idea. Challenge. Challenge for you, Nick. Get that phone back for this lady, this commenter in the chat. You got it. You have absolutely got it.
That's 80 of them, huh? Thank you for being here. I love you guys.
Okay. Other top comment from yesterday's episode is, do you think Erica watches Candace's show every day with her jaw on the floor? Like, how does she keep figuring this stuff out? No, I think Blakey watches the show every day with this jaw on the floor, being like, how does she keep figuring this stuff out? He's just so...
I mean, you could show us. Just show us. Be crazy good if you actually showed us proof that you did find any of this info.
Random. I don't know. I've just grown to like Blake because he's just a disaster, and I do like people that are just a disaster. Blake yesterday, out of nowhere, like just suddenly says on X, like, did you ever follow up and find Commander Neff? And I was like, you mean Captain Adam Neff? Yeah, we did find him. The one that Mitch Snow got questioned by when you guys were sending out a
Can you prove that he got questioned by him at all? And can you also provide any proof that he's related to Blake?
Bunch of people, like Paramount, not so tactical to say that this guy was completely lying. It was never on the base and he made up the whole story. Yeah, we did find him.
You still haven't proven he was ever on the base. Kind of funny how that works, but okay.
And we've determined that he was, did actually question Mitch, as he said, as his story checked out, and he was the nice guy.
How did you fact check that story again? Oh yeah, receipts of a hotel. Not proof that he was on a base.
I don't know why he randomly freaked out about Captain Adam Neff, but then he said that Adam Neff was harassed by my cultists, but he doesn't know. He said he doesn't know Adam Neff, but he was harassed. And I said, well, that seems a little strange.
I don't remember reading that. What? Did he say he was harassed? Let me double check that. Oh, not there. This is the faster way. There. Let's find the Adam Neff. Let's see. Did he say he was harassed? Let's see. And you never did any follow-up? Weird. You seemed so adamant about the story was a big deal. Anyway, I obviously never met this person in my entire life. Not that this stopped your cultists from trying to harass and smear him because you put an obvious fabulist on your show to tell your lies of people. Okay. That's not what he said, Candace. He never said that he knew that he was getting harassed at all. He said, not that this stopped your cultists from trying to harass and smear him because you put an obvious what's a fabulist on your show? What does that even mean? Hold on. Am I dumb? A creator of... never mind. Okay. Whatever. That's not how I would have said that at all. Put an obvious fabulous on your show. Oh, she's talking about Mitch Snow. Oh, or he's talking about Mitch Snow. Never mind. I thought he was talking about Candace, and I'm like, that's not how I would have worded that directly to her. But he's talking about Mitch Snow. That makes sense. A fabulous on your show to tell lies about others. Yeah. I would absolutely automatically assume that probably everybody started digging into that guy. Probably a fair assessment, I would say.
How would you know that Captain Adam Neff was harassed if you didn't know Adam Neff? So I'm still waiting to hear some feedback from him. I'm sure there's going to be a brilliant answer. He's quite the strategist.
Why don't you actually try to get an answer from that guy? Why Blake Neff? Why not Adam? Why don't you get a response from him?
Just over there. Okay, comments from today's episode. This person writes, I never really understood the Sixth Amendment right to a public trial until right now. Thank God for regular people who pay attention. Yes, it is so important.
Why would you not understand any rights to a trial? Did the person completely somehow forget and just doesn't understand literally innocent until proven guilty? And until this moment? Really? Okay.
And that's also why I am against all of these now court processes that you can agree to, like I had agreed to with the Daily Wire. A lot of people sign agreements with people and don't understand why you wouldn't want to go into a private court and have it not be public, because you just think, oh, it's just so hash out details in the public, and that seems sensible. But actually, it just allows them to just harass you, and they can get away with more when it's not public. And when things are public, the public can look in and they can see exactly what's going on. Flame of Love Carmel writes, it's not a Candace curse, it's divine justice. Psalm 37:9. Those who are evil will be destroyed, but those who hope in the Lord will inherit the land. Oh, I think you're referring to the fact that I told you that that time that was quite funny when we were friends. Andrew called me and was like, "Are you a witch?" And like, I just know some people come after you.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd say she's probably doing real witchy things. She seems to be, in my opinion.
Bad thing said to happen. Yeah, no, it's definitely not a curse. I actually have to endure it as well. Like if I do something bad to people intentionally, like really bad things happen to me really quickly. And that's kind of the reason why I conditioned myself to just tell the truth a lot, all the time, just telling myself repeatedly. Because I just, for some reason, I feel like I have a very fast boomerang rate. Caroline Cook writes, Candace, have you had a chance to see the Michael biopic yet? It was amazing. I loved your Michael Jackson episode unpacking the truth about the allegations and his death. Thank you for bringing truth into light with everything you do. Christ is king. I wanted to see the Michael biopic, but I'm not sure if the wrong people own it. His estate was basically stolen from him by the very people that he was fighting. And so I need to look into who makes money off of it.
I thought you weren't going to rest until Charlie's murder was solved, though. Now we're, I guess,
or
Michael
I
Jackson,
promote it,
okay.
or I even see it. That's the most important question because he died and had his entire estate and the Beatles catalog that he owned.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know that cops didn't want to go into that territory. He hasn't shown any proof, and I've shown plenty of other people who literally went into that territory, and she didn't question them. She also didn't question Hassan going to Cuba, but she said that Nick Shirley going to Cuba literally just like 3.5 or 6 weeks later. It was 6 weeks later. Was fake, but Hassan Piker going into Cuba, just totally real. Isn't that odd? I don't know. I find that to be a little odd.
Owned, taken from him. I'm not going to say who took it from him. Jay Lopez writes, may the sacred divine Trinity and your angel guardian continue to deliver you and yours from evil. If you'll ask of us one Lord's Prayer and 3 Hail Marys daily, for the evil ones will have no way out but to bow to the Lord God and Savior Jesus Christ. Every day, the Lord's Prayer and the Hail Marys. I do that in homeschooling with the kids. So cute. There's nothing cuter than a bunch of toddlers doing their prayer hands and standing up and saying their prayers every morning. It's just so, so, so sweet. Stars writes, everybody say hi to Blakey Neff. We know you're in here fangirling.
Hey, DFL, let's not do that. Like, I'm going to have to ban you if you don't cut that out, man. You know what I mean? Like, definitely stop right now.
Loves this show. #1 pod. He doesn't even listen to his own pod, the Charlie Kirk Show. He doesn't listen to it at all. But he definitely listens to this. And so for that, we thank you for being our #1 fan. Kelsey Watson writes, I personally find it disgusting that they are still calling it the Charlie Kirk Show. After everything we now know that they have done, they should...
Why? Why not still call it the Charlie Kirk Show? It's still the same format. He invented it. He created it. He founded it. Why get rid of his name? That seems like an awful thing to do. And you would complain about it. If they renamed it to a different show, 1,000,000% you'd be like, look, they got rid of Charlie and now they deleted his name.
Rebrand to Crashing Out with Andrew and Blake. Stop smearing Charlie's good name.
Hey, no problem,
It is one long
Chels,
crash
anytime.
out. I have asked myself that question. Why are they continuing the show? I think at this point, obviously in the beginning, they thought that it was going to be like they were going to be loved and adored by the people and no one was going to look into anything or ask any questions. And so they were just going to slide into or slide next to Charlie's chair and everything was going to be all good. Well, obviously that is not the circumstance. And now I think the reason they limp on is because it would just be another check on the long list of failures that the organization has had since Charlie's passing and with Erica at the helm of it. And, if they're trying to get her out of all these events because students don't want to go, they don't want to buy tickets, chapters.
There's no buying tickets. It's free. Candace, why do you keep saying that? You even got proven wrong. You even slipped up and you said it that it was a free event, so there were no tickets. And then you're back on this again. Why do you keep forgetting? Oh, yeah, because you're lying. According to you, anyway. You say you don't have to have a very good memory if you're telling the truth. And then you slip back into literally lying again because you forgot that you admitted already that they were free and that there were no tickets.
Are closing. They actually now, I can tell you.
I'm sure that all the high schoolers had to purchase tickets too, though, right?
Are incentivizing chapters not to close by paying them. They're paying chapter leaders at universities, which was not something that was at all done when Charlie was alive, and the people just genuinely wanted to join, open a chapter. They didn't need to be incentivized by money to do so. And now, if you're a broke college kid, and
for free free seating, no tickets, Candace.
Just have to like not close a chapter. I would have taken the money. I probably would have taken the money. I'd have been like, yeah, whatever. So that's what's going on apparently in the background, allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
Or something.
Get that in there.
Cece writes, I'm really curious how many times this administration has had to yell abort because of this podcast. Christ is King, Justice for Charlie. All I'm saying is I'm going to get another Time Most Vile cover. I feel it. I feel it coming. I'm a cover model again. You're going to hit me with another ugly picture.
This poor girl. Good Lord. She tries so hard, but lands flat. Jess saying, thank you, good night, Artie. I work a factory job too. 6 comes early. Absolutely. You have yourself a good night. It is my day off, for sure. I am going to sleep in so hard tomorrow. It's going to be nice. Oh, man, I can't wait. I am going to sleep harder than I've slept in literally weeks because I had to watch some kids on top of all this too. But hey, they were fun. They're excellent. Absolutely excellent. I love having them here.
I got more, Trump. You guys text me and tell me what you want. I got some from that same time period. Like, I also had like this huge thing under my chin that looked like basically how my lips looked crusted. I also had that here. It was on my neck. It was.
You don't have to show us. I'll take your word for it. Good
like
Lord.
All down my stomach. Just hit me up. What do you want? You need another time shoot done of that time that I was looking a little less than hot. I got you. Unfortunately for you guys, I'm just not insecure enough to care about that. You get sick, oh well. Looks are not.
Yeah, that's great. Just keep it to yourself.
Forever. I'm not going to be hot. Like at 87. Just get, girl with someone. Fine. That's what you want. That's what
Please,
matters.
let's go faster. Looney
Tunes write, the White House propaganda machine is really going strong with these emails. Oh, yeah. And there will be more to come. I always want to verify these things and we go through.
Oh, no, it's okay. Love my Aussie. My wife will take care of it. She lets me sleep in Wednesday nights, Thursday mornings, I guess you could say. So it's all good.
Great lengths. That's like today's episode. We were like, really like, should we run it? Should we show it? And then, okay, no, this is really not worth it. And then it's like, we can't do a trust me, bro, on a White House email. And then it was like, okay, but like they are going to have to trust us, bro, because this is just a system that they have implemented. Obviously, at that level, they have to have a way to root out leaks. And it was very obvious in this email what was done to sort of move things around. Jamie writes, I can almost guarantee that Nick Shirley probably thought he was infiltrating this gang because someone just took his money and told him he was. He was just some random dude looking for a come up, LOL. Well, actually, it's funny because some Brazilians wrote and said you can, like, the gangs do paid tours, so you can pay them to just go on a tour.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
You're not infiltrating, just paying them to go on a tour, and they will take your money, and that money goes through nefarious gang actions. But if you want to go into a favela as a tourist, you can actually somehow orchestrate that with the gang. And I feel like that tracks. Maybe he didn't know. Maybe they told him he was infiltrating it. I don't know. He, like I said.
Sure, Candace. You don't know. Thank you for finally admitting it. You don't know. So maybe don't open your mouth and say something's fake if you don't actually know. Just a little piece of advice, Candace.
His kindergarten teacher says he's sweet. So I believe it. I don't question it. There's no beef here. I believe it.
Okay, well, maybe get him out of your mouth and stop, doing that. That'd be great.
Kelly Martin writes, I kid you not, Make Him a Sandwich shows up the same day I get a TPUSA. Riley Gaines, send me your money letter. They are so lame. I bought all the merch and both books on your highest sales.
Yeah,
and we
I don't
had the
care about
highest
this.
merch day. Hey, we start the book club. My book is on or merch on the website.
And then she uses a comment to slip into her book club, of course. And that's the end of it, honestly.
I'm going to say her.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, good job. Always find a comment that segues right into your book club and stuff like that. Diana Cooper for the 5 says, Candy definitely has one of those magical mirrors. Yeah, I believe so. Oh, man, that's crazy. You guys have been amazing today. Thank you all so much for being here, so much. Let's see, Edie here. I want you guys to go and subscribe to Edie. She does amazing, amazing parodies and amazing videos and interviews and stuff. She does parodies of Candace Owens, though, and they're so funny. You're like a Candace Owens fan. Oh, these are lives. Oops, shorts here. There you go. Like, good Lord, that is loud. Why is my volume so much louder? It's just amazing. What a great filter. I hope they never get rid of that filter, by the way. I'm sure that I don't know where you get the filter from, Edie, but I really hope that they don't ever get rid of that. That is amazing. You guys should definitely go here. Shout out to Edie for sure. She does amazing, hilarious skits of being a Candace fan. You guys will love this so much. What? Error, try again. Okay, I'll try again. There we go. That was weird. Go follow Edie here. That is the link I just posted in the comment section. Go click that and follow Edie. Give her a good... She's only got 1,720 subscribers. We can get that number way up, guys. Like, that's crazy. Let's get her to 2,000 tonight. Thank you all so, so much for being here. Paramount... Oh, Gary's also live. So there's that. But you know what? I do help Gary a lot. To a degree. Oh, I don't help him a lot. I don't have that much to offer, but I do shout him out a lot here. So let's go with, let's do Edie tonight. And then tomorrow, I'm definitely going to shout out like Lady Luck, and we're going to raid a couple other streams, you know, not just go straight into Paramount Tacticals. Because, you know, I'm sure every one of you guys is pretty much subscribed to him. So let's go raid other people probably. But for now, we're raiding Edie. Go subscribe to her. Thank you all so much. Let me pin this comment. There we go. Definitely go follow her, guys. Thank you all so, so, so much for being here. I'm going to have to hop off here because I told Taylor that I would definitely get a sushi tonight. She really wants sushi. I'm going to order from her favorite sushi place. You guys should check it out. If you're ever in Oklahoma, I promise you this is the greatest sushi place in Oklahoma. You'll have to try it to believe it. They are called Hapa. Hapa Sushi. They are in Owasso. I promise you guys, you've never had sushi like this. This guy, they came straight from Japan. They are the best people, the nicest, most kind people, and everything's so unbelievably fresh, it'll blow your mind. Deep fried rolls. I mean, oh man. Try the Full Metal Alchemist, guys. It's amazing. Or the Ghost in the Shell. Yeah, they name it all after anime, too. Amazing, amazing people. Yeah, thank you guys so, so, so much. Let me get to all the people who donated today. Mex Chica for the 10. Thank you so much. Bigwig Bigwig Cthulhu for the 5. Thank you. Shells for $30 today. 2 separate ones. Thank you so much for that. Mary Jean Blair for the 5. Mackenzie for the 5. Barbara for the 50. Holy cow, that's a lot, guys. Like, crazy. Thank you so much. Diana Cooper for the 7. And Jay Coetzer for the 10. Thank you guys so, so much. Nobody ever has to donate. The fact you do is just so unbelievably kind. Thank you guys. Genuinely. All I ask for is likes and subscribes. Thank you guys so, so much for being here. I mean, you guys are absolutely amazing. Like, you all are so kind. You never have to be like that. Yet you all are. Thank you guys so much again. And I'll see you guys here in the next one. Later.